What is going on, everyone? My name is NimbleThor, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are checking out Nonstop Knight number 2, which is a follow-up to the first Nonstop Knight game, surprise, surprise, that released back in 2016. Now, 2016, that was a bit before I started this YouTube channel, so I actually never really got a chance to play the first game here on YouTube, even though I really did like it, so it's kind of a shame, because it was one of my first experiences of an idle RPG game. Now, Nonstop Knight 2 is slightly less idle than the first game, but I'll get back to that later in this video. Right off the bat, though, I am enjoying the improved graphics. They look stellar in this game, and the slightly prettier UI and UX here in Nonstop Knight 2 as well. And just like last time, the game runs silky smooth. The animations are nice, and there's just a ton of loot that we can collect in this game. So let's go check out some of that right now. For example, I think we have some new boots that we can use. Yes, look at these, so much more powerful, going from 56 in skill damage on these old pair to 87 in skill damage. And we also get 12% less damage and minus 15% void damage taken. And then also this item is part of a thorn set, which means that if we equip 2 of these items, then all of them are strengthened by 40%, or both of them are strengthened by 40%. So the rest of these we don't really need anymore, so I'm just gonna sell those real quick, all of them. There we go. And now let's go have a look. Are there any other items that we can equip? What about this one? 216 health. So we have the same amount of health, but this one has plus 16% health though. So I guess that is gonna actually give us more health. And this one here has plus 17% skill damage. I want to go for damage output. I feel like that's most important at the moment. Let's switch over to this new hat though. Much more powerful. And then we can also level some of them up. For example, we can empower this one here, spending 2,400 gold. It's quite expensive to do because I've already done it once. So now we're gonna do it again. And there we go. Now it has how much in damage? 390 in damage. That is awesome. And I really also want to upgrade this one, but now I don't have enough of these small diamonds that we collect from killing monsters to do that. So now we have to wait a bit. But at least we're ready for a boss battle, so we can go see if we can actually defeat this boss. I failed at it before, by the way, before recording this video here. So let's go see if now with this upgraded sword and with the new hat, it looks stellar, by the way. Look at this hat. Love it. Has sort of an Indiana Jones look to it. Look at this. We're defeating this boss pretty easily, it seems. Of course, we're using our skills down here in the skill bar in the bottom of the screen, in case you guys have not noticed yet. Oh no, we got ourselves in a bit of a pickle here, but it looks like yes, there we go. We won against this boss, and we got some new gold. We got some new of that currency, those diamonds that we need, I think, to upgrade our items. I think we got some of those, so we may be able to go upgrade very, very soon. Now, look at this. This is the level selection screen. We've got the world over here, first of all. We're in the second dungeon at the moment. And then within that dungeon, wait, I picked the wrong one. Within dungeon 2, we're now ready for either this one over here, Damp Isle 7, survive 5 waves of enemies and defeat the final boss. And I guess that's gonna give us some sort of featured loot, which is a new weapon. Ah, man, we shouldn't have upgraded the weapon then. If we were gonna get a new one right here. Do we want to go for that? Or this one over here, explore 3 floors filled with enemies and loot, and then we get a new weapon as well in that one. I think we're gonna go for this one here. It seems to be the easiest one. It has a difficulty of 18, whereas the other ones had difficulty 19. So this might be a nice way to get some more gold pretty easily, hopefully at least. Now, in addition to simply gear, we also have skills and we have talents. And the skill system was actually one of the things I really liked about the first Nonstop Knight game because of how balanced the skills are. The fact is there's really no best skill in that game. It all depends on the situation we're in. And it seems that they brought this system over here to Nonstop Knight 2 as well. And I'm quite liking that. And the way it works here in Nonstop Knight 2 at least is that we can pick any of these primary skills, any of these secondary skills, and any of these ultimate skills. We're still pretty new to this game. We haven't explored too much of it just yet. So I do still have some skills to unlock, as you guys can see. So currently we can only switch between, well, these 2 secondary skills and these 2 primary skills. But in addition, though, we can also level them up if we get enough of them. So there is sort of a collection element to this. You guys can see that we have 0 out of 20 of this tornado. You can see that over here on the left side where I'm tapping right now. So we do need to get ourselves some more skills. Now, we also have talents, and talents are more or less permanent stat boosts, and you definitely want to go upgrade those as well. So let's do that right now. This is going to give 35% bonus to melee weapon damage, and melee weapons have a chance to stun enemies as well. That is awesome. So with that upgraded, let's go back here and just see how our little character here is doing. Now, of course, we're attacking automatically. We don't have to do anything. I can use the skills manually. Well, I have to use them manually, but all of the rest of the game is played 100% automatically. It is an idle game after all, and we're ready for the first boss here. Now, the biggest difference between the first and the second game seems to be that in Nonstop Knight 2, we actually finished campaign missions, as I showed you guys before. The game is still endless, as there is an endless amount of missions to complete, these campaign missions, but we do get that feeling of progression, which I'm really liking. We didn't have that in the first game, because there we were just kinda more or less endlessly defeating new rounds of monsters. So we defeated the first boss here already. That was somewhat easy. I didn't even get to use too many of our skills. We had a harder time getting to the boss than actually defeating it, which was kind of funny. I guess that could be balanced slightly. Now, the thing I really dislike about Nonstop Knight 2, though, is that we don't earn any gold or experience from killing monsters unless we successfully defeat the boss as well. So as you guys might notice right now, we're killing these monsters here, and we're getting ready to fight the boss, but we get 0 gold, we get 0 experience points. And that means that we can very easily get stuck at a boss, and there's not really a whole lot we can do then, because we don't really get stronger, we don't get more gold, so we can't upgrade our things, we can't upgrade our equipment. We just kind of have to wait, and then, you know, every once in a while we can get a new goodie chest for free here in the shop, or we can of course start spending real life money on the game, and that does make the game kind of less rewarding and a bit more pay to win, sadly. Now, the good thing, I guess, is that this makes the game slightly less idle, though, as we can't simply just let it play itself and then earn gold and experience points automatically. But as I said, it also does kind of make the game's monetization more heavy. It forces us to wait for these new loot boxes or pay up. And yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm not really liking that. Overall, I don't really feel like Nonstop Knight 2 adds a whole lot to the experience in comparison to the first game. And with the monetization that's worse, I don't really see any reason why you'd play this instead of the first game. But have you played Nonstop Knight 1? Do you like it? And then have you played this Nonstop Knight 2 game? If that is the case, I'd be curious to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Which of these games do you prefer? Are there some things that I forgot to mention? Maybe we don't ever run into a paywall, even though I feel like we could very easily do that in this game because we have to defeat the bosses all the time. But with that said, it's now time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that the indie developer of Power Hover is apparently working on a new game, and it's now ready for open beta both on Android and on iOS at the same time. And the name of the game is Boom Pilot, and it's a shoot 'em up game, which I know many of you guys are probably really excited to hear. The game is scheduled to release on July 11th, by the way, so that's the full release, but you can already go play the beta, and I intend to do that, and I intend to do a video on it as well, so you guys should be looking forward for that video. I really like the indie developer's first game, Power Hover, so I think I'm gonna like this second game as well. And with that said, thank you very much for deciding to stick around till the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new around here, hit that notification bell, by the way. It really helps tremendously if YouTube notices that people hit that notification bell and that people watch the videos as soon as they're released. Then YouTube will reward the channel by pushing the videos out to more and more people, and then we can grow this awesome community of mobile gamers, and frankly, that would just be really awesome. So thank you very much for being here, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.